Hey, I'm Nick from NME, and I'm here talking to Emma Mackey from Sex Education. So yeah, I guess the first question is, how would you say season 2 is different from season 1?
In a lot of ways, the core of it is the same. You still get the same warm bubble of Moordale, which we all know and love, and then I think everything's just heightened a bit more, and you see the characters grow up and get to know themselves better, and we have new characters, and there are new dynamics that come to light. So yeah, we're doing a lot. We're packing a lot in this season. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Where would you say Maeve is at the start of season 2?
She's not in a great place. Obviously she's not at school in the first when you see her again, because Mr. Groff has thrown her out, and her brother's left, and I think she feels quite lonely, and sort of a sense of probably a bit of, I don't know. She's not in the best place, but there's hope. There's hope yet for her.
She goes on a bit of a journey through the season, like self-discovery.
She does. She goes through a lot, which was really great to play. Obviously, actors love to get their teeth stuck into a bit of drama. So I really enjoyed that. And she gets a blast from the past, and her mum comes back into her life and kind of shifts everything around. And Maeve has to kind of rebuild herself and re-exist and coexist with this woman. And kind of, trying to figure out where her place is, I think, which is really interesting to play.
The show's kind of become known for tackling some pretty big issues to do with sex and sexuality in a way that's quite light and natural. I was wondering, is there any one issue that the show's tackled that really means a lot to you, that you really enjoy having seen on screen?
Yeah, I mean, there are a few. I feel like this season what I'm very proud of is that we're talking of keeping it to Maeve, the idea of single parenthood, because that affects a lot of people and it's a very real thing. And it's just nice to kind of show that aspect of things. I like the fact that we focus more on the parents as well this season, the dynamics between the parents themselves and the parents and the children. I like that, and I think that's also important in this kind of show that could be just seen like as a teen high school drama or dramedy, whatever you want to call it. I think it's good to show how things are at home for people as well, because that is part of the reality as well of kids growing up. There's all that as well as school bubble, as the home bubble, and how do you fit in and where do you find your place and how do you exist in both of those realms. So I think that's really interesting. Yeah.
Why do you think it is that the show's struck such a chord with a big variety of people?
Lots of reasons, which we've already touched upon, but I think there's like the double I don't know what to say, the double thing of like it being a very practical guide for people, because I think it kind of actually helps people start conversations or at least feel a little bit less lonely about certain things, and we kind of broach topics in a hopefully quite fresh and authentic way. And then on top of that, it's actually a really kind-hearted, wholesome, warm show that has and you have characters you root for and storylines that you're attached to, and you kind of want to be part of the gang. And so I think that's why it works so well, maybe. Yeah.
After season 1, did you get people kind of wanting to just share their own sexual or just emotional issues with you?
No, well, yeah, I suppose so, to an extent. I don't really, not in my personal life. I think my family and people around me have maybe become more comfortable with talking about, not necessarily with me, but just generally just talking about sex and relationships and all that, which is cool. I think it's very healthy. But I haven't had people come up to me, ask me for any specific sex advice yet, which is, thank God, which is good, because I don't know if I'm necessarily the expert to turn to.
It's amazing that it's changed things within your own family a little bit, though.
Yeah, family and friends and just people we know and friends of friends, and for all of us, I think it's had a really big impact. It's great. I think it's really good.
Well, I guess when that sort of stuff's out there, it's not going to go back in the bottle. Do you know what I mean? It's there.
Yeah, it's out there. It's not our little bubble anymore. It's for everyone. So, yeah, it's out there for sharing.